first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go.
Left side to Lamb. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
They had pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Donald, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
X.
Right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the
I had a tutty for you, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
You may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk. This is a big decision here.
Manziel. Forced out to his left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Down inside the 10. Touchdown.
About time, bro. You wasn't even gonna throw it. You was about to run it. You was about to run it.
37 yards. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll set up to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Breaks a tackle. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
That screen ain't working no more.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the... Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Alvin Kamara racing to the end zone, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys Cowboys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered
Bro,
quickly.
I
Get
know
right
for
back
two
to
so
it.
many
Look,
times. Yeah,
long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down.
playing
But
dumb
when you hit
Super
them with
Bowl.
big plays like
I
that,
got a dumb
that could
team, bro.
really be a
Like,
shot to them.
ain't,
A big-time one.
Yeah, one
ain't do nothing
play,
with it.
but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used
I'm
a
doing
little
two.
more rest over here.
No.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's incomplete. So
You're wildin', bro. You're 5 for 14, my boy. 5 for 14. It's, oh, he left. Thank you. Thank you.
Set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Foster on second down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now they're in the hurry up. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They run up the middle with Foster. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Manziel. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Larry Wilson. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete.
Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, Foster. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Vikings have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They'll let Foster try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Touchdown! Travis Kelce. with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his big tight end here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl.
You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. He'll look to throw. Steps away.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Rolling to his right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. The throw over the middle taken in and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now Manziel. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete to Foster. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From the pistol, it's Foster. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Going up the middle, Foster. And able to work his way down to the 16.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Johnny Manziel. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive will start with Arian Foster. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll hand off to Foster. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.